Okay guys, we're going to continue on the commando. I'm going to take and bolt it down and do some other stuff off camera that I haven't done yet. And then we are going to, I'm going to bring you back when we do the trying to get running. Like, I'm going to clean up all this wiring, pull all this extra crap off. Needless to say, the kill wire's coming off for right now. I'm just going to eliminate everything and we'll go from there. So I'll bring you back when I get that done. I'm going to move some stuff around, make some room, and I'm not going to film every little thing, but we still have to cut down the steering shaft and put the roll pin in, change out the seat. I still have to cut off all that other stuff on the front of the frame, and we'll put the correct parts on there so we can put the hood on. And yes, that's Splash. He's come to say hi. So, you know, there's tons of stuff to do to this thing still. So, like I said, I'm going to get this bolted down, and then I'll bring you back. And we'll start on tests, trying to get it to have spark and other stuff. I know it don't have spark. We're going to have to clean the points and go from there. And if we can't get spark out of it using the magneto, I'll eliminate the mag. And we will go with battery ignition. But, you know, it's got a charging system, but it's probably not very strong. And then I have to figure out if the fuel pump's any good. If it's not, then we have to do a little bypass and use that plastic fuel pump. And I gotta figure out where I'm gonna mount that. Probably it's gotta be up above, but and I've got the breather tube for this. I think it's still on the parts engine, so we'll go rob that. We'll go through there. Gas tank ain't bad. It's plastic, but come on, get on there correctly. Alright, so just a refresh. Battery's going to end up underneath the seat. I'm going to put one of those plastic trays from a Craftsman down there, so the battery's not resting on the bolts. We got to trim out the tunnel underneath the seat to accept a battery up underneath. Battery cables will run up here. Well, at least the positive. The negative will I'll have to find somewhere to put it in the back. We'll drill and put a solenoid in here somewhere where the gas tank used to sit. And I'm going to go with a regular ignition switch, and we'll go from there. I still got to make sure the starter works and a few other things. And then we'll go from there. Alright guys, I need to quit rambling and continue to put this together. Alright, I'll be back when I bolt it down. Okay, off camera I bolted it down. I cleaned the points. I got it to fire. it's out of time. It keeps popping through the carburetor, so somebody's been into on the flywheel side. I'm gonna tear into it, and then I'll come back when I show you guys. I know I was gonna do this more of a step by step, but I'm gonna do it as a little show you what I find kind of thing. I mean, I know it'll run, so for right now, I'm gonna try to diagnose this engine and figure it out. The bad thing is the starter's got to come off. The gas tank's got to come off. These engines are good. It's just these Magnum style engines are a pain in the rear if something goes wrong. Alright guys, I'll be back in a bit. Okay guys, so this project might be on a standstill at a certain point because I broke the gas tank. And I had one at one time off of the other Magnum 8, and well, I had two of them. I can't find either one. So I've got a couple more places to look, and if nothing else, I'll be hunting around for a gas tank, and depending on what I find will determine where the solenoid goes. Because if I find one that sits underneath down here, the solenoid will go down on the frame. But alright guys, let me hunt around a little bit more, and then we'll get back to doing what we're doing. I want to pull this off tonight and see what's what with it. If I get it to where it'll run good on its own, that's great. But we can do a bunch of stuff until I find a gas tank. But we'll I can't finalize it. That's the only problem. But alright guys, carburetor, once I get the engine sorted out to where I know it'll run, I'll order one off of eBay. So that'll have to come. So that'll be on a standstill anyway. And there's a couple other things. But alright guys, let me look around some more and see what I can find and go from there. Talk to you in a bit. Okay guys, I found my error on getting it running. It's I was feeding it too much ether or carb cleaner. So I pulled it apart and I found something. These are too long. I'm going to eliminate the pull start. It's all messed up anyway. I'm just going to go off of electric start on this, and we're going to still do what I'm thinking. I still haven't found a gas tank yet. Yeah. So, you guys want to see it start. I'm sure of it. So move this. And there you go. It will run. I still have to figure out what I'm gonna do for the head 10 and whatnot. This is the older style heat shield. I'm gonna use that because it curves around. So we'll go from there. And like I said, we'll continue on this little by little and get it all done. And then when we get to the point where we need the gas tank, well, unless I find one along there. If I didn't mention it earlier in the video, I am going to Southern Ohio Friday, or not Friday, but the Father's Day weekend. So, I'm going to be around Lancaster and a couple other towns around there. I'm not going to exactly say where, but I'm going to be out that direction, so I'm going to be looking for parts for this and other projects. So, yeah. We'll pick up on this probably tomorrow night. I want to get everything situated. I've got all kinds of parts that can be put on. We can run a lot of the cables and little by little. I mean, I'm not doing long videos. I mean, right now my main concern was trying to get this engine running. So, yeah. We'll, like tomorrow, I'll button back up the engine, and we'll, go from there. I'm gonna try to find a gas tank that will fit in here. Because I thought about it, I can always put the battery tray down there where it's supposed to be, even though those holes are wallered out, and we can mount the solenoid down there. So there's other stuff that has to be put on this, like there's still the clutch pulley, belt, engine pulley, which the engine pulley might end up having to go to Terrell's for, lower deck stuff, even though it probably won't get a deck on it. I'm not sure what I'm going to do. I'll probably just sell it as a basic tractor with capabilities of hooking up stuff. I'm not going to get rid of any of my implements, so, you know, I'll go from there. So, for tonight, sorry for that we didn't really get any, any wrenching done, but, you know, I'm gonna continue on. So, like tomorrow night, and a little bit by little bit, and maybe by this weekend we'll have this where I can put it outside into the lean-to, because there's still no transmission fluid in this thing, and I have to hunt around see if I have any. But then maybe eventually within the next week or so we can possibly start on the Sears also. So we'll go from there. But thanks for watching. Sorry that I didn't get any hands-on wrenching done, but you know, it is what it is. Thanks, guys.